What's up, everybody? It's the Overdrive Bros! And today I'm coming to you from Canton, Ohio, home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And you better get used to this right here. Number 24, Nick Chubb. This is his future home. Go ahead and bet on it. Nick Chubb, let me be the first to welcome you into the Hall of Fame class 2036. You heard it here first. Today I'm coming to you because this week is the NFL Draft. And now you'll notice that I'm only one half of a whole. The other Overdrive bro is not here. You might ask, why is he not here? Well, there's two reasons. Number one, this week being the NFL Draft is usually Cleveland Browns Super Bowl. We get excited, we have snacks, we make picks, we play fantasy draft, we do all kinds of things because we are a bad team. Except this year, everything's been kind of thrown on its head because we are a good team. We don't know what to do this year with the draft. So when I called up the bro, I said, hey, what about the NFL Draft? And he's like, what? Is that coming up? I've already made plans. This is uncharted territory for the bros. The second reason is he's getting ready for the arrival of Kareem McKinney coming this June. Overdrive bros, we need to pledge you will name your child in June Kareem.
Especially if it's a girl. Kareem.
Kareem McKinney coming this June. Now, usually this time of year, we ask the same questions. Are we gonna get a quarterback? Are we gonna find a dominant defensive player? Are we gonna finally get somebody that's gonna turn the entire franchise around? This year's totally different. We have a quarterback. We have playmakers. We're picking up key free agents. We just picked up Clowney. Who are you gonna block? Garrett? Clowney? Garrett, Clowney, what are you gonna do? Who are you gonna block? Browns fans, this is our Super Bowl, but we don't know what to do this year. Usually, we're ready to go. We got the food ready, we're on the clock, we're ready to go. This year, we don't draft till later, so we literally need to find time to be able to do stuff. I may take a nap, I may go for a walk, I may compose a sonnet, but I know one thing is I don't have to worry about the early stages of the draft. And another thing, looking at the draft from this perspective, I have no idea who the Browns are gonna take, and I don't really care. It's really strange coming into the draft with a good team because we have no idea how to interact with that. So those of you who are fans of really good teams every single year during the draft, what do you do? What do you do during the draft when your team is good? Wait a minute, is this what it feels like to be a Pittsburgh Steelers fan? Now, across the board, I realize what the NFL teams are doing. Bill Belichick has been wandering the streets. He's been going to local restaurants, and he's been trying to size up 5'8" Caucasian bartenders to come play receiver for him. We know Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys are trying to make the biggest splash that'll get them the most attention, and so I've heard they're actually gonna draft Vice President Harris with their first-round pick. The Washington football team has been spending this time trying to think of a better name. Seriously, football team, why not basketball team? Why not baseball team? Why not something that has a little more panache? How about the Washington really good football team? Anything but the Washington football team. And another thing that I'm gonna struggle with in this draft is Browns fans, we like to watch the entire thing. So we'll start Thursday night, we'll watch Friday night, and then even Saturday morning, we'll find ourselves watching like those 6th and 7th round picks and pretend like we know who they are. From Northeast Catholic, Our Lady of the Elms, St. Joseph of the Ascension, Northeast Quarterly Dance and Fitness Team, College, University, Trade School, and we're like, yeah, that guy's gonna make a difference. I could see him coming in from the edge and really helping the Browns out. But this year, we don't even know. I have no idea who our first round pick's gonna be, and I'm completely okay with that. So since this is a preview, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say the Jacksonville Jaguars will select Trevor Lawrence, quarterback from Clemson. Now I'm going out on a limb here. I'm not sure anybody else agrees with that pick, but that's the pick I'm gonna go with. I'm sorry, I've already lost track. I don't care. I really don't care who the next few picks are. So the Browns pick number 26 on the first night of the draft. That's like watching Lord of the Rings Return of the King by the time that pick comes around. In fact, I may watch Lord of the Rings Return of the King extended version just to celebrate the fact that I don't have to worry about the first 3.5 hours of the draft. So Browns fans, here's our opportunity to learn a new trade, maybe learn a new language, take up crocheting, take up macrame, have opportunities to try something new because we're not gonna need it for the first 3.5 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours of this draft. So even though I can't predict who the Browns are gonna pick, I can predict this season how it's gonna go. Since you can't stop the offense, our defense is greatly improved. Since Stefanski is in his second year and doesn't have to coach from his basement, science itself just brings it all together. The Cleveland Browns are gonna win the AFC North. The Cleveland Browns are gonna advance into the playoffs. The Cleveland Browns are gonna win the AFC, and the Cleveland Browns are gonna win the Super Bowl. And I can't remember, where again is the draft being hosted? Oh, that's right, Northeast Ohio, specifically Cleveland, Ohio, home of the Browns. Browns. All the stars are aligning. It's not a coincidence. It starts draft night in Cleveland. It ends with Cleveland in the Super Bowl. And it ends with most of this current Browns roster probably making their way here to Canton in the Hall of Fame. So Browns fans, leave a comment. What are you going to be doing during draft night? Who are the Browns going to take? Maybe you've been studying this a little bit more than I have. Are they going to make any more moves before the start of the season? And what are your predictions for the 2021-2022 season? And if you're not predicting the Browns to win the Super Bowl, also comment why you are totally wrong on that. Guys, this is Lendiesel signing off from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Go Browns.